Hello there, and welcome to Beadnell Bay campsite. I'm going to show you around and give you a quick review about the site. Hello. Now, I've been coming to this site for a long time now, as long as I can remember, too long, and it's one of my favourites. It's ideally located for the village of Beadnell, which is over that way. We're taking a trip there later on, and that way you've got about a half-hour walk to Seahouses. You've got all your shops, pubs, restaurants, and a nice little trip to the Farne Islands on the boat. Like I say, I've been coming here a long time, and it's an absolutely beautiful day. I've stayed at most of the pitches, and I used to actually come camping here. And if you look over here, these pitches along the edge of here, these are the ones without electric, and these are usually reserved for tents and people who've got caravans without electric, or if you can't get any pitches, you would camp here as a last resort and just run off your 12-volt battery off your caravan. You've got plenty of water points and grey water disposal areas. The site is all around the area. You usually haven't got a very long walk to get to one of these. This is one of the disposal points in water. You don't dispose of your chemicals here, obviously. You get your fresh drinking water, and that white post in the centre, it's got a light at the top, and there's plenty of lights around, especially the hook-up points where you connect your caravan to. Moving on, there's plenty of pitches. I don't know how many there is. There's got to be over, I think there's about 150 pitches altogether for tents, caravans and campers. This point here is for your camper vans, where you would unload your grey water, not your chemical, and you'd fill up the caravan, the camper van interior with the water there. It's got a little bit of a leak actually. So moving on, I'll take you for a walk around the site. Firstly, I've got to go into the office and pay the balance because my card never worked. This is your main toilet and shower block, and you've got dishwashing facilities for the campers. A lot of caravan people use them as well. I don't know why when you've got a sink in your caravan. It's locked by keypad. You get when you pitch up and book in, you get the access code to the toilet block. I think it's to stop walkers who's walking along, popping in and using the loo, because it's private only. That's your chemical disposal point. Get a bit of a queue in the morning, so I would generally dispose of your chemicals on a tea time or something like that. As you can see, there's nobody here, but like on a morning, there's massive queues, you know, people waiting to dump the stuff. Take a look around the site. Got the main road there up for the Seahouses. This part here, this used to be just for campers, and over the recent years they've developed it to hard standings around the outside, grass in the middle, with all electric points. This place gets absolutely, this is April, first week in April, it's just opened, and it's packed now. Within the summer you've got to book well in advance. way off in the distance there, I don't know if you can see on the camera, is the Cheviots. See Hedgehope and Cheviot off in the distance, and the wind farms on the Simonside Hills. Absolutely tremendous, lovely sight. It's pitched along this end here. I think it would you would suffer from the road noise just there. Otherwise, lovely, lovely sight, lovely views. Right, this is the entrance. You come in here, and as your first arrival, you pull around here, drive around this circuit, and then you'd pull up there. Then usually they come out to greet you, and then you drive through the main gate there, and they'll show you the pitch here. Generally, if you come here early and there's plenty of pitches, you can pick your own pitch, you know, which I think is great. Yeah. This part of the site is actually the original part, and this is where you actually used to camp and have your caravans. It's not very big, and it just runs along the side of the road here. You know, it goes right down that way. You can see the old road there. It's never used now. I think that's because the council, local council, don't like the look of the caravans on the main road and spoils the scenic beauty. It's a tremendous place. I mean, you just look over there. You got that style over there. You just come out the gate over there, and the beach is just there. It's tremendous. And I mean, in the summer, sometimes you get a really bad smell of the seaweed when it's washed up on shore and starts decomposing. Absolutely stinks sometimes if the wind's blowing the right way. Oh, incidentally, the wind, it's always windy here because you're next to the sea, you know, just open to everything. Down there's Beadnell. We're taking a walk down there tomorrow, or the day after, walk around the harbour, and that's absolutely tremendous. There's 2 pubs in the village. We'll show you them tomorrow. Now then, up until COVID, a horrible time for everybody, there used to be a little van parked here, like a pop-up kitchen type thing, and you sell fish and chips and breakfast in the morning, and it was very popular. It did really good trade, but since COVID, I don't know where it's gone. I don't know why it's never returned, but hey ho, there's COVID for you. And that's where you drop your rubbish off. 2 bins, constantly change over because there's some more around the other side, and they just keep the main ones there. That's the north field. It's my favourite part of the site. Camped there many a time. Great weather and bad weather. Anyway, let's take you for a walk around the middle field and the top field. there's fire points like this all around the site, which is a great thing. Fire extinguishers, fire alarm, and directions about what to do in case there is a fire. Along here, this is where the people who manage the site, the wardens or whatever you want to call them, they all live along here during the summer, like seasonal job. Most of them probably retired, I think. Job I'd love to do. I'd need a bigger caravan than what I've got though. If I want to live here, absolutely tremendous. And I'd like to say I've camped round here loads of times, all around these spots. This is the middle field. There's some pictures in the centre there, which is non-electric. All around the outside, all grass, all electric pitches. And coming up the south side of the site, it's quite nice down here. The only trouble is we're down the bottom there. You tend to find you've got the road right behind you, and it's very noisy off the road. I've pitched down there a couple of times, and it's constant. I mean, the road noise dies off during the night, but during the day it's just constant noise, and I like to get away from it, and when you pitch there you don't feel like you feel like you're in the city again, There's one of the other water dispensing things. You get your fresh water from, and you drop your grey waste around there. Never camped in any of these ones. I have camped down there at the bottom, that bottom corner, and you can see the traffic. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. And then you've got a play park there for the kids, climbing frames and things like that. So like, if you pitch down here during the summer holidays, in the summer, the noise of the kids, like it's not nice. You got the road noise behind you, and then the kids in front of you screaming and shouting. But this is more for the families around here. I've camped along the edge of here when I used to do tent camping. There's somebody with a tent there down there. They're brave in this weather. It's bitter in this wind. Cut another tent. This bit along here, I like this part, but it's all grass pitches, which is great if you want to put your awning up. You get the sun behind you in the afternoon. It's absolutely tremendous. I have pitched over there before in I think it was in September, and there was a terrible storm. There was gale force winds, and the caravan was rocked. It was the most frightened I've ever been in the caravan. This is a nice little corner here. It's lovely there. Sheltered from the breeze a little bit more there. They've got electric hookups, but I don't know whether it's over there. You need a long extension lead if you're going to pitch on these ones. Another service point for your grey water and your fresh water. Like you see, all these water points and electric pitch points have got lights on the top. Just to give you a little bit of illumination. Personally, I prefer pitch black, to be honest. I'd love to go to a site where there's just no lights at all and you get lovely views of the stars and that. But hey, it is what it is, isn't it? There's posts all around the site for the Wi-Fi. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this south field. It used to be a one-way system coming around, but that's still a one-way system. There's the signs. I don't think anybody takes any notice of it though. Now along this wall here, on the left there, they're nice pitches along there. Quite nice, but I don't like me back being to open to the public, you know. I like to be against a fence or a tree line or something. You know, I much prefer that. I've pitched on one of these two here. These are nice sites. Again, you're away from the road, you've got the sun behind you, so you can sit out to the side. Where I'm pitched at the moment, you're sort of in the shade on the afternoon, but you do get the sun in the morning. It's if you like sitting outside with your bacon sarnies and your cup of coffee, the pitch arm's on the one to be on. So we're now on the north field. Like I say, when I first started coming here, this was all campsites just for the tents, you know. It was absolutely tremendous. Yet again, lovely, well appointed water point. Lovely. You're completely surrounded by lots of low shrubs. Mainly so like doesn't spoil the look of the countryside. It's lovely. It's very busy for the first week of the season. I like to see if you come in here, you've got to book well in advance. You'd be very lucky if you suddenly decide you want to go away and it's the height of the season. You're very lucky if you can get a pitch. It's absolutely tremendous. But it's certainly my favourite site and the one I've been to the most. I think one year I came here 4 times in the year and really enjoyed it. It's a nice camper van. Anyway, what's your thoughts? Do you prefer camper vans or do you prefer caravans? Personally, I prefer a caravan because you've got your own shower and toilet and that, you know. Plus, when you're in a camper van, if you want to go out for the day, you've got to move your pitch and put everything away and tidy up. Whereas in the caravan, you just leave it as is and off in the car and come back. Well, pop your comments in the comment section down below. And anyway, that concludes our tour of Beadnell Caravan and Camping Club site. Tomorrow we're off round Beadnell, and the day after probably is out to Seahouses for a few beers and some fish and chips. Right, catch us later.